Welcome back, and today I'm going to make some black beans, and I'm going to use my new Instapot to do it. So let's get started. So when doing beans from scratch, you want to inspect each bean, and I like to take a white plate so I can see what I'm doing. Take like a handful, and I'm going to rinse these beans off. So I already measured out 2 cups of beans. That's what I'm going to make today. And then I can easily just go through this, and I'm going to put it in my colander because I'm going to rinse them off before I start to cook them. And I'm going to just continue to look for any imperfections that might make it not taste good. So I found a little bit of an imperfection in this one. You can see it. So I'm going to set that one aside. And I'm going to continue to go through these 2 cups and look for imperfections. And if I'm going to stop the camera while I'm doing this so I don't bore you, but if I find an imperfection, I will pull it out and show it to you. Okay, so this one is discolored. And I also want to mention, so I'm going to take that one out. I also want to mention, besides for imperfect beans that might not have a good flavor, I'm also looking for rocks. So sometimes with beans that you get in a big bag, sometimes you find rocks occasionally, so you definitely want to take those out because you don't want to break a tooth. So I'm just going to keep on going, and I'll check back in a bit. So now we're going to go over to the sink, and we're going to rinse these beans off. My Instapot set up over on this part of my kitchen, which you normally don't see, and I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this and take the lid off, and I'm going to take the insert out, which I rinsed out earlier, and I'm going to take it over to the counter and start adding my beans. Okay, so I just want to notate that this is a 7.5 quart Instapot. So I have my two cups of beans that I rinsed off. That's 2 cups. And then I have my 6 cups of water. And now I'm going to add some spices. As you can see, I'm going to kind of try to... The water is totally covering the beans. Okay, so I'm going to add some spices. I'm going to add some roasted garlic and a little bit of black pepper and a little bit of onion powder. And I'm going to add a little bit of sea salt, which typically I don't salt a lot of things, but when it comes to beans, I do use a little bit of salt. Not too much, just a little. And then I'm just going to stir this up. And now let's go take it over to the Instapot. Okay, now I'm ready to go ahead and start. And I want to notate that I have the stainless steel version. So let's put the lid on. And then you have to put it in the lock position. And we're going to put it on pressure cooker. And we're going to put it on the bean setting, which goes to 20 minutes, but I'm going to up it to 30 minutes. So I'm just going to go like this till it says 30. Hope everybody can see that. Okay, it might be a little bit difficult, and then I'm going to push start. And it does a preheating, and I have it in the up position over here, and we will go ahead and check back in just a little while. So on this Instapot, I hope that you can see what I'm saying. It naturally preheats. So I push the button and everything, and it's going to naturally preheat. And so it'll just go ahead and do its thing. I think I'm going to check back in just a little bit and show you what the next thing is. Okay, so now it says it's cooking, and it says 30 minutes. So it took 14 minutes to preheat. And so we will check back after, and it did make a very soft sound. So I knew to come over, and then I figured out how long it took. So I think it would probably vary maybe on your elevation, the heat and humidity in your house possibly. The size of your Instapot for sure, I would think would make a difference. So we will check back when it is doing its next step. Okay, so now it says that it's warm and it cooked for 30 minutes. And I'm going to let it just sit here for 20 more minutes. And it looks, I thought I had to set a timer, but I'm already seeing a 1 minute right here. So maybe it will do it for me. So we'll just go ahead and wait and see what happens and see if that turns, keeps track of it, because I was going to let it just set for 20 minutes before I release the valve, which lets the rest of the steam out. So we'll check back soon. Okay, so it's been now 22 minutes. I was going to come over here when it's 20 minutes. And I just kind of let it cool down a little. And now I'm going to go ahead and kind of do a close-up here. I'm going to release the steam. You can hear it releasing. And I'm going to wait till it's completely done releasing before I do anything. And we'll check back in just a few when it stops releasing the steam. So I heard that it stopped releasing the steam, and it did not take long at all. Matter of fact, it's showing 23 minutes, and I think it probably took a minute to release the steam. So we're going to very carefully open it up, and it is steam, so it's probably going to be pretty warm. See, it says lid, and then we're going to just open this up, steam up the camera a little, and we're going to check it out. All right, so I'm going to get a spoon and stir that up and show everyone. I'll be right back. So I have a spoon, and I'm going to stir it around. And I'm just going to kind of take one of these beans and just like kind of put it to the side and see, and it is definitely done. Wow. So that was really quick, and they look perfect, and I can't wait to try them. And I'm mixing it, and nothing stuck to the bottom, and these look great, and they smell really good. I'm just going to mix it around some more because I have all those spices, and I'm going to take this over to the counter, and I'm going to give you the exact time, and we will do a taste test. Okay, so let's make this up. Let's take some of the black beans, put them in here. And then I have some of this cheese here. It's nice for crumbling on top. I like a lot of cheese. Okay. And then some of the onion. Red onion. And that looks yummy. And now it's time for the taste test. Oh, I also want to just show everybody. Just going to move this over a tad and just show you with better lighting all those lovely beans. Okay, time for the taste test. Got my corn chip. Absolutely delicious. Perfect consistency on the beans. The spice is really good. Tastes great with some onions and cheese. I am quite impressed with Instapot. These beans came out just perfect. It took a total of 65 minutes, which is an hour and 5 minutes. And I'm very happy how it came out. I kept on thinking in my head, there's no way it's going to cook this fast, but it did. This is a huge time saver, and I think I will be making beans in the Instapot often. I hope you enjoyed this video. For those of you who subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it. And if you don't, I hope that you do. Have a great evening, and thanks for watching.